Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News. You know, we try to find that silver lining, especially in the midst of the pandemic, that what we've been going through for the past 18, 24 months. And one of the things that sticks out are the amount of hobbies that people who have picked up, you know, whether it be raising animals, or one of the very popular ones is cooking. And that's why I wanted to bring in Barbara Ames. For those of you that may remember Barbara, who used to be able to join us in studio pre-pandemic and cook with us, Barbara is now doing what's called the Fab Food Lab. And Barbara, I want to start, before we get into what your course is offering, I want to specifically talk about the increase of popularity when it comes to cooking in the pandemic, because people were at home and they're like, oh wait, I can do this.
Right. And it wasn't just, I can do this. It's a lot of cases it was, I have to do this because, you know, we didn't have a choice. People are learning that they had to be a little bit more self-sufficient. And of course, cooking is something that you can do as a whole family. And it's something that everybody enjoys the results of course, eating the foods.
And so Barbara, that's where I bring in Independence Community College, because through the Fab Food Lab, you're able to take this, this newfound fun that families have together as far as cooking, and not only offer classes that anybody can attend, but also bring in some renowned chefs and kind of give families a new opportunity for new recipes.
That's right. Actually, last spring when we were just kicking off our Fab Food Lab, we did a survey online to get some ideas of what people wanted to learn about. And the first class we have coming up, Dress It Up, Sauce It Up, was one of the things that people wanted to learn about. How do we make sauces and dressings for food? Because, you know, pretty plain food can turn into something pretty wonderful when you add the right sauces and dressings and things like that. So that was one I was excited to find someone to share with us about. And so we have Chef Ariel, who's the owner of Penguin Cheesecakes here in Independence. And she has a lot of experience as a sous chef and as a kitchen manager in different places. And she was trained at, the Tri-County Tech in Bartlesville, I think was where she was actually trained. But we're pretty excited to have her come and share a couple of classes with us. And the first one's going to be Dress It Up, Sauce It Up, all about dressings and sauces.
And I guess one of the things, Barbara, that, like I said, we're trying to, Barbara and I doing our best to find this silver lining, and Independence Community College and the Fab Food Lab bringing you these classes, is that in the past, maybe if I lived in Southwest Missouri or something of that nature, and I was like, well, that's a long way to go for a cooking class. Once again, the ability to offer these online so anybody can take part.
That's exactly right. Because of different excuse me, because of some different restrictions we have, we can only have 6 people. Even if you live close, we can only have about 6 people in the kitchen that day when she's doing her class. But you can join in by Zoom. And so that makes it accessible to anybody, anywhere. And you can, if you join in by Zoom, you can still ask questions and interact with her. Not going to be able to do the tasting that the people in, and I plan to be in studio because I want to do that tasting. But
I don't blame you.
Anyway, you'll have to make it yourself, I guess, and so you can taste it. But yeah, anybody, anywhere can join the class.
Well, I tell you what, that brings me to my last 2 questions here. Number 1, how do I register on Zoom?
All right. You can go to www.fablabicc.org and you'll find a page there where you can register. We have lots of classes going on right now, but just scroll until you find one by Chef Ariel and called Dress It Up, Sauce It Up. And then also she has another one that we're going to be doing called Decadent Desserts. That sounds like a winner to me.
Barbara Ames from the Fab Food Lab at Independence Community College. Barbara, thank you so much for your time this morning, and more KOAM Morning News for you right after this.
Thanks for having me.
Winters